If I told you that there's a company trying to combine Porsche's design philosophy, Tesla's AI ambitions, and chassis technology that only top-tier supercars possess, all into one car, would you believe me? This isn't a futuristic concept car, this is Xpeng's brand new P7. According to Xpeng, the goal of this car is to redefine the concept of a smart luxury sports sedan, not only in China but globally. Hey everyone, welcome to Volt China. Today we're going to talk about a car that might signify the end of the first round of the arms race in China's new energy vehicle industry and the beginning of the second round, the value war. Xpeng Motors has just unveiled the new generation of their most iconic model, the P7. This is far from a simple facelift. They've poured billions into this project, aiming for the pinnacle of design, handling, and intelligence. But can it truly challenge or even surpass the formidable competitors from Germany and the US? What makes this car so cool? Let's dive in and find out. Before delving into the technical details of this car, we must first talk about its core, design. At the launch event, Xpeng's CEO repeatedly emphasized one phrase: good design leads trends on its own. The philosophy behind the new P7's design is less is more. How do we interpret this? Let's start with its stance. This is the foundation of whether a sedan looks good or not. The new P7 achieves three key aspects: low, wide, and sleek. Its height is only 1,407 millimeters, which is 16 millimeters lower than the Porsche Panamera. In automotive engineering, lowering even 1 millimeter is a significant challenge, and this contributes to its visually grounded appearance and lower center of gravity. Its width reaches 1970 millimeters, giving it a muscular look and enhancing cornering stability. But the most impressive data point to me is L113, which refers to the distance from the driver's foot pedal to the center of the front wheel. The longer this distance, the more elegant and sleek the front end appears. The new P7's measurement is 628 millimeters, even 5 millimeters longer than the Panamera. These numbers collectively create a golden ratio that's typically only seen in top-tier supercars. Now that we've looked at the overall design, let's examine the details. The exterior of the new P7 is almost devoid of any unnecessary lines, pure and clean. The most eye-catching feature is the 1.4-meter-long uninterrupted light strip that spans the front, complete with an illuminated logo. Interestingly, this logo appears as a deep black when turned off, avoiding the cheap white plastic look seen on many other brands. Xpeng says they spent 3 times the cost, using 5 layers of paint and laser engraving to achieve this texture. To make the front as low as possible, they designed industry-leading thin LED matrix headlights. Additionally, many cars with assisted driving systems have a conspicuous black box, or rabbit teeth, on the front for millimeter wave radar. The new P7 cleverly hides all 3 radars while preserving functionality and maintaining design integrity, a decision that deserves praise. Now, let's talk about what I personally think is the coolest design feature: the ultra-thin integrated electric rear spoiler. Many cars have active spoilers, but they often look like aftermarket add-ons with visible panel gaps. The P7 spoiler is seamlessly integrated with the taillights. Xpeng invested over 10 million RMB in R&D to eliminate these gaps. The final result is a spoiler that looks as if it naturally grew out of the car body, both elegant and powerful. At this point, we can summarize. The exterior design of the new P7 is undoubtedly successful. It not only inherits the sci-fi and avant-garde style of the first generation, but refines and optimizes every detail. It looks like a concept car from the future, but now it's a reality. If the exterior is the first step in attracting you to the car, then the interior is the key to determining whether you'll want to own it long-term. Xpeng calls the new P7's cabin the intelligent dynamic bionic cockpit. First, let's talk about the driver-focused area. The new sporty steering wheel is smaller in diameter with flattened edges at the top and bottom. The top to avoid obstructing your view, and the bottom to provide more legroom. The standout feature is the 2 satellite knobs on the steering wheel, reminiscent of race cars. You can use them to quickly switch driving modes or even activate assisted driving with one button. When assisted driving is activated, the knob's light rings turn blue, enhancing the sense of ceremony and technology. Next is the technological core of the cabin, the rotatable central control screen. Xpeng claims they've applied the robotic wrist technology from their self-developed robot Xpeng Iron to this screen. When you speak to it, the screen automatically turns toward you, like a partner listening intently. You can also adjust its angle using gestures or by manually repositioning it. This isn't just a gimmick. It reflects Xpeng's deep thinking about human-car interaction. They want the car to no longer be a cold machine, but a companion, with emotions and interaction capabilities. Of course, luxury and comfort haven't been overlooked. Nappa leather, ultra-fine suede-like materials similar to Alcantara, and real aluminum trim are all standard. The driver's seat even features an active side bolster support function, which automatically inflates the seat's sides during sharp turns to provide better lumbar support. Many people worry that the sloping design of a coupe might result in cramped rear space. But the new P7's rear seat cushion length reaches 513 millimeters, and the backrest angle is 30 degrees. At the launch event, a 1.91-meter-tall athlete sat in the rear and appeared quite comfortable, breaking the small bench rear seat stereotype. There's also a very thoughtful detail. In China, the summer sun can be extremely harsh, and many panoramic sunroof owners suffer from this. The P7 sunroof uses the industry's strongest triple-layer silver plating technology, which Xpeng claims offers sun protection equivalent to a top-tier umbrella. Actress Zhang Chuxi, who attended the launch event, specifically mentioned this feature, saying it not only blocks UV rays, but also insulates heat. A big draw for female users. Alright, now that we've covered the static aspects, let's dive into some hardcore details. For a sports sedan, if it doesn't drive fast or handle well, everything else is meaningless. The new P7 accelerates from 0 to 100 km per hour in 3.7 seconds and has a top speed of 230 km per hour. These numbers are impressive, but in today's EV market, horsepower seems to have become cheap. The true essence of handling lies in stability. Xpeng made a critical decision here, adopting a mid-mounted rear-wheel drive motor layout. In the era of internal combustion engines, this layout was exclusive to supercars like Ferrari and Lamborghini, designed to concentrate the vehicle's center of gravity for optimal balance. The new P7 achieves near-perfect 50-50 weight distribution through this layout, resulting in more precise steering, reduced pitch, and higher cornering limits. For the chassis, it uses a front aluminum double wishbone suspension and a rear 5-link suspension setup. This is widely regarded as the best configuration for balancing sportiness and comfort. More importantly, the new P7 comes standard with dual-chamber air suspension and CDC intelligent variable damping shock absorbers. What does this mean? It means you can raise the chassis to navigate rough roads or lower it at high speeds for better stability. The car can also adjust the suspension stiffness in real time. Making this system standard across the lineup at this price point is extremely rare. Of course, for EVs, range and charging are unavoidable topics. The new P7 is built on an 800-volt high-voltage platform and comes standard with Xpeng's latest 5C battery. Official data claims that charging for 10 minutes can add 525 kilometers of range. While this is under ideal conditions, it undoubtedly elevates charging speeds to a new level, addressing long-distance travel anxiety. In terms of range, it offers a version with up to 822 kilometers, CLTC standard, and even under the stricter WLTP standard, it remains among the top performers in the industry. Finally, let's discuss Xpeng's soul, intelligence. If design and performance are the P7's muscles, then AI is its brain. At the launch event, Xpeng's CEO made a bold statement. Not only does he aim to make Xpeng the AI leader in the Chinese market, but he also plans to outperform their friendly competitors. We all know who he's referring to, in the US. This confidence comes from their fully self-developed technology. The new P7 comes standard with 3 self-developed Xpeng Turing AI chips, boasting an impressive total computing power of 2,250 TOPS. These 3 chips have distinct roles. 2 handle the large models for assisted driving, VLA, and 1 handles the large models for the smart cockpit, VLM. Simply put, it's like having an AI driver, and an AI butler, simultaneously serving you. In addition to the increasingly intelligent XNGP City Navigation Assisted Driving System, it also features a fun function: full-scene exterior voice control. You can stand outside the car and use voice commands to open the charging port, trunk, or even, in the future, execute more complex unmanned parking maneuvers. This will be especially useful when your hands are full. Alright, we've covered all the highlights from the launch event. Now let's answer the question we started with. What does this car represent? First, in terms of product strength, the all-new Xpeng P7 is almost a bucket car, with no obvious weaknesses. It boasts an artistic exterior design, a luxury sports chassis built on top-tier hardware, and industry-leading 800V platform and intelligence levels. It aims to excel in every dimension. So, who are its competitors? Clearly, it targets the high-performance version of the Tesla Model 3, and in certain aspects, such as interior luxury and chassis configuration, it has already surpassed the Model 3, aiming for the more expensive Porsche Taycan. At the same time, it poses a significant threat to domestic high-end electric sedans, like the NIO ET5 and Zeekr 001. Who would buy this car? I think there are three types of buyers. The first type is design enthusiasts who believe beauty is justice. If you're tired of cookie-cutter car designs and want your vehicle to be a unique sight on the road, the P7's exterior and thoughtful details will undoubtedly win you over. The second type is tech geeks who live by the motto, no tech, no future. If you're curious about cutting-edge technologies like autonomous driving, human-car interaction, and AI large models, and want to experience the most advanced smart car features, Xpeng's XNGP and its intelligent cockpit are among the most forward-thinking choices available. The third type is driving enthusiasts who crave driving pleasure. If you enjoy the act of driving itself and love feeling the vehicle's limits and corners, the P7's supercar-level chassis layout, standard air suspension, and powerful performance will provide you with driving excitement comparable to traditional luxury sports sedans. Of course, as a relatively young brand, Xpeng's global brand recognition still lags behind Tesla and Porsche. This may be its biggest challenge. However, this time, Xpeng seems determined to use a product with impeccable strength to directly counter all doubts. At the launch event, they didn't even announce a pre-sale price, a rare and extremely confident move. My final opinion is that the all-new Xpeng P7 is not just a reflection of the progress of China's automotive industry, it's more like a declaration. It declares to the world that Chinese brands are now capable of creating a product that can compete with the world's top levels in design, performance, and intelligence. If you're considering buying a high-end smart electric sedan, I strongly recommend putting the all-new Xpeng P7 on your shortlist. Visit a showroom, see it for yourself, touch it, and take it for a test drive. It might just redefine your perception of Chinese cars. Thank you for watching this episode of Volt China. What's your favorite part of the all-new Xpeng P7? Is it the design or the cutting-edge tech? Do you think it has a chance to challenge Tesla's position in the global market? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. If you like our content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. See you next time.